Hi, good afternoon. My name is Alejandra Sanchez, and I'll be giving my presentation on service learning. So, what is service learning? From what I have experienced, it's something that people do, especially students that are encouraged to do, to give out to their community, look for different organizations that help out their community in ways that they benefit from it as well. It's a personal experience that a lot of people should be doing. I know, especially as a student right now in college, it's very eye-opening when you're able to give back to your community in ways that you feel yourself are benefiting from, and you feel rewarded, even though a lot of people don't see it. If you're in backstage and you're not in front, it's still something that you can benefit from because you're learning from that. Next slide, please. So I'm involved with 412 Youth Ministries. It is a ministry for high school and middle school students in my church that's called Iglesia Cristiana Misericordia. These kids come from all over Laredo, and it's just a time where kids come and have a preacher preaches a sermon, and kids are able to receive God's word. And literally, the 412 Youth Ministries isn't just about going and listening to a preacher every Wednesday and Friday night and Sunday morning. They actually go out and help out their community as well, especially the leaders. Right here, this picture right here is from our last missions festival this past October. That's from our sisterhood ministry, which is high school girls that get together to help out, and that was in one of our booths. We were doing snow cones for the people. The missions festival is made for the whole city. It's about giving back to the missionaries that are not in, or might be in the United States, but they're all over the world, and we provide money with the people that buy food and drinks in this place. It's kind of like a Jamaica. If you guys know what a Jamaica is, that's pretty much what it is. But this money never goes to our church. All of that money is for proceeds for the missionaries that are out, spreading out God's word. And this one right here is one of our events. It's called Color Clash, and it's just for the kids, for them to have fun. We just throw a bunch of balloons filled with chalk and water, so they get pretty messy right there. Next slide, please. Crossfire is one of our internships that we have every June. We started back maybe around, I'd like to say 8 years ago. The kids there, we usually get around 30 to 40 kids that are in middle school and high school, and it's a place where they learn to discipline themselves and they learn to take on more responsibilities. This is from 2 years ago. That's from 2015. So that was one of the years where it's been one of our bigger years. It's been around like 35 kids in there, and we actually based this off of Impact Now, which is, you can go to the next slide, please. A ministry based in giving out outreach into the community. They're based in San Antonio, and a lot of their internships, their main one is called Impact Now. They're in a church called Cornerstone, and this ministry usually has the internships for 2 months, and it's no cell phones, no laptops, no electronics at all. You literally have no connection with your family. If you're from out of town, you don't see your family at all. And it's just a time where they learn a lot of skills. Like on that left picture, they're performing a human video, which is pretty much they're acting with exaggerated faces, and they just move around in order to to show what the story of the song is like, or along to a song. And the one on the right, it's just on a service that they had. It's just on the service that they had. It's during worship, and it's when that team travels a lot around. They travel around to places around Texas. They've even gone to New Mexico to just go reach out to the community, to go and talk to people about Christ. And it's just a great organization if you're able to go. It's from for high school students, and there's even a college. It's a 2-year college of ministry. It's called Impact Knowledge School of Ministry, and it's a great opportunity. Many of my friends have gone. I haven't had the pleasure to go, but it's a really nice experience once you go. My friends' lives just changed incredibly, and it's a great ministry that shows how much we care about knowing Christ, and why we want other people to know about Christ as well. If you want to go back to okay. So going back to Crossfire, because that's Impact Now is where we base ourselves from. Impact Now, Crossfire, we have several classes that we have the kids go through. We have them go through devotionals in the morning, which is just a small piece of the Word of God, and they just have to reflect on it, maybe write a paragraph, and then we send them off to go pray for a little bit. And then they later on have exercises, and we go to the next slide. They have exercises and team building activities. It's really fun for the kids, especially the middle school kids, because they're all more hyped up about it. They love to play those, and without them knowing, they're building more trust exercises and team building exercises. They learn how to cooperate with others when there's chaos around them. They're learning how to focus and set their goals into what they actually have to do. That one outside, this one was a very tough challenge, because they were trying to throw a little ball into the cups, and every time that they would catch it, they would have to move farther away. So it was a pretty tough challenge, and the kids just enjoy themselves while they're there. Next slide, please. We also have classes, discipleship classes, and workshops. The discipleship classes are pretty much to help the kids grow as a person. We have the Men of Integrity and Women of Virtue. They're 2 classes where they separate the kids, and usually we separate them between middle school and high school. That way it can be more towards their age level. They learn about, obviously I didn't go to the Men of Virtue one, right? Men of Integrity, because I'm not a boy, right? But I was in the classes for the Women of Virtue, and it's pretty much just when we can better ourselves as girls. Like they teach you about boys and not in that way, but just in taking care of yourself and knowing when. So the workshops are usually just skills in music and human videos and media, which I was part of myself. Next one. And small groups is for a place for kids to get together every other Sunday, where they can build friendships, play games, and eat food, and it's just a wonderful time where the kids outside of church that we invite, they learn about Christ in a very small setting, where they don't have to feel intimidated by a preacher or anything like that. And Pursuit Conference is one of our biggest conferences. It's a 3-day conference where the preachers from outside of Laredo come in, and they give sermons, and this is for high school, middle school through high school and college students to go. Actually, anybody's invited, and it's just a great time for people to know about Christ. We've had over 500 people attend to these conferences the past 2 years, and it's really a blessing to be a part of it. So, and that's my presentation.